In the spirit of the celebration from Enterprise Television, we wish every Nigerian Eid Malud. Good morning and welcome to Enterprise Friday on Enterprise Television. I am Kende Bodering.
And I am Henry.
All right, okay, it's the start of a new day and we are glad to have you on the show. We will kick off with today's newspaper review before diving into the main conversation of the day. Trust me, you don't want to miss a moment. You can join the conversation by dropping your comments, liking and following us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV 7. Now joining us to share the matters at hand is Barrister Ola Daniels. He's a barrister and a public affairs analyst. You're welcome, sir. It's good to have you with us.
Good morning to you, Barrister. Good morning. Thank you so very much for your time.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you
you're
so
welcome.
very much for your time.
Yeah.
So let's kickstart today, interestingly, with the first daily on our desk. And we have the Guardian newspaper. Big story, how bias for sports entertainment reinforces school NASCAM myth.
We also have Tinubu embarks on 10-day working vacation in Europe.
Police summons El Rufai, ADC leaders for alleged conspiracy.
Very true. We have 80 million Nigerian youth jobless, 1,500 schools shut in 2 years, says report.
And also retired soldiers protest lacks merit. DHQ insists.
We have WHO, AU tax Nigeria on 200 declaration, 20% public health spending.
All right, so let's get to the talking point for today. Barrister, let's take a look at this interesting story because it's the newest of them all. Tinubu embarks on a 10-day working vacation in Europe. At a time when he just said that allegedly he had made the target since August of this year, and which means Nigeria is doing fine. Then if Nigeria is doing fine, why would our president leave a country of over 230 million people, despite all the great things that we have, great locations, he has multiple houses, leave that to another man's country that has presidents that do not even come to Nigeria? What's your take on this?
Well, Mr. President has a right to be anywhere, and I'm not in the office, I'm not in the cabinet, I do not work with him, I'm not the chief of staff, so I don't know his itinerary and I don't know the reason why he embarks on most of this journey. Well, he has told us many times that it's about investment, that he's trying to woo the investors, as in other nations, to invest in Nigeria and to come and partnership with us. Well, over time, that is what he has said. However, my question is, since Mr. President has been traveling to some of these countries, what has this journey so far brought to Nigeria economically? Because if I calculate how much is being expended on each journey, on all the journeys made so far, then I try to compare it to what has been brought in as an investment. They are way too. In fact, what they are brought in is nothing compared to what they have spent in going out. Yes, we accept. You use money to look for money. You spend money to get money. But then, when you now look at it side by side, you weigh it, and you can't see any reason why you should lose so much to bring in little. That doesn't make sense. That is what some of us feel. It doesn't make sense. Mr. President should really sit down and ask, some of these trips, are they necessary? What result have they yielded? What they have spent so far, comparing it with what they have brought in, is it commiserable? Because, see, it doesn't... Look, and again, Mr. President just came back from a trip. And the next thing is out. I don't know if he has spent up to a month.
No, he didn't.
Good.
He just came back from Brazil and
Japan,
just
Brazil,
last
and
2, 3, 4 days ago.
And now you're out. Like I said earlier, I'm not in the itinerary. I don't know why he's making some of these trips. But it's too costly, it's too expensive for our nation. This is part of waste of money. Okay. In fact, it's not even limited to that. I saw the departure of Mr. President, and I felt, what is happening here? Mr. Governor of Lagos State was in Abuja just to wave at Mr. President. Leaving. Now there's a cost. It's not his personal money he has spent to travel from Lagos to Abuja. The other governor too was there. Hope was there. And even this wonderful special advisor on security, Madam Ribali. Yes. And I ask, wait, is this Owambe president we have? I don't really understand, or I mean, all these things they do, all these games they play. Are we serious? Really, are we? Must all these shenanigans be there all the time? Now you're going out. It's not your personal money you're spending. You're spending our money. So all these costs, is it commensurable to what you have brought in? Let us ask. And if you are saying that yes, we have reached what is it called now? Revenue target for the year. Oh wow, fine and good. Then tell me, if you go every trip you take, if you bring in millions of dollars, billions of dollars, trillions. Oh, I will tell you, please be moving. Bring briefs to us. But that is not the case here. I think Mr. President need to really sit down with the cabinet, and some things that are not necessary. I don't know if there are any president all over the world that travel the way my president travels at different times, than when they are telling us. Okay, now what did they said is going for 10 days for what now?
For vacation.
For vacation,
yes.
Yeah.
Just to think about how he has led Nigeria. To brainstorm and
so
relax.
you cannot do that in Abuja, and you cannot do that in Lagos. Your own. You can look. Some of us, yes, we want to revive, want to go for a retreat, want to. But we can do that with them. You should be prudent. You are telling us to be patient. You are telling us that everything will be fine. You are telling us to manage, but you are not. Now, this man is going with number of people, and those people are going to earn esticles.
Very well.
Yeah.
Those people are going to, be put in some hotels or something, and they are going to, is our money they are spending. Only if we are sincere with ourselves and we consider others and we have the fear of God. Some of these, all these full-time journey won't be necessary.
Very true.
Because I don't see anything he's bringing to the table. Because so far he has traveled, he has gone to different places. I don't know what that has brought to us economically.
Unfortunately, Mr. Ola Daniels, lots of people might not agree with, especially those in the corridor of power, media jobbers who are paid monthly to support him. They might not agree with you. Imagine a Bayo Ononuga, sitting right here, or Daniel Bwala. They would give you more than enough reason why the president should be away. So the question is, how do we now manage all of these things, knowing the reality is before us?
And there's a saying, you're telling us to manage, you're telling us everything will be fine, but what we are seeing from your end is totally different from what you're so it doesn't matter what they say to me, or it doesn't matter what they say to Nigeria. Nigeria knows the truth. However, sometimes when you are in an office, or when you're in a particular place, we from outside may not see what is happening inside, because we are not there.
Not privileged.
Yes, but at least the minor things we can see as a people. We're not asking for too much, and I don't think Nigerians are asking for too much.
Very true.
They are not. Just
Basics.
Basics, yeah.
So they are not asking for too much. But when you are not doing that, Nigerian will speak, and it is their right. There's no how. If you are hungry, you will say you are hungry. if you're feeling any pain, you would speak out that you are feeling pain, so that you get people that will help you. Resolve whatever the problem. So it is every Nigerian right, which the provision, the Constitution has made, freedom of speech. They can talk. They have freedom of speech to speak. To say we are not satisfied. To say, Mr. President, this is not what you promised us. To say, government, you are not doing enough. To say, government, this is not what we need in this country.
Okay, that's a very good one from you, sir. So with all of this, or from all of these, should Nigerians, should you and I expect accountability reports from these so-called working vacation, even if it goes?
Yeah, most times, I think one of the major problems we have in this part of the world, we lack accountability. That is from the leaders and also from the people. We don't hold them accountable. So they know we just make noise and that is it. And don't forget also the route you want to go. For instance, if I want to seek some redress and I decide to go to court, and some people will look at me and you are not serious. You don't have work. Is this what you want to do? Or you get to the court and they say you lack local standing to even institute the action. Or they will tell you, oh, they are not serious. Or the judges being paid or being appointed among themselves because, look, we only said that there are 3 arms of government.
Yeah.
My opinion, this is my opinion.
Okay.
There is no independence with any arms. Executive still control all arms of government.
Very true.
Until we fix that, and some of us we have said that severally. We have told them, let's look at the Constitution. If it's so bad that we cannot repeal it, please, let's have another one and jettison this Constitution. Until that is happening, because of course, some of us, we are for rule of law. If the Constitution, if this is what it's saying, we have to follow whatever it's saying. We have to abide by whatever the Constitution. Until that is done, until there's an amendment or a new Constitution, there's nothing we can do as we speak. Because if they are not involved in the choice of the who becomes the judge, who becomes this, who becomes this, they will be independent. They are the one that releases money. They will say, oh, the money is independent. Yeah, that the money comes from directly from. The other day they talked about autonomy of local government, that the money should be coming to local government from the source, even when the Supreme Court gave judgment. Has it happened? So these are issues. So for accountability, it somehow is difficult because when we as a people we even ask, we don't get.
Okay.
They just and when they make noise, they will keep quiet. There are a number of people that are elderly to us, and they are stakeholders also, and they've been in this field and they've been talking. When they make noise, they will keep quiet. So, and maybe in few cases, you see them, okay, well, the noise is too much. People, let us look at this. When Mr. President came in, I know what he told us about, even when he's traveling, the government, it's too expensive, we will reduce this, we will reduce that. Have you seen him travel? Have you seen him even move around? Yes, I've said that a number of times. When he's moving in convoy, particularly locally, it's not only him. You have governors moving with him, you have ministers, they also have their, but that can also be managed. For instance, if you're a governor and you normally have 10 convoys or whatever that follows you, if you are going with Mr. President, you don't need that.
Those, yes.
Just maybe 1 or 2. You don't need that. If you're a minister and you have like 5 convoys, whatever, if you're going with Mr. President, you don't need that. In fact, all of you can even join in a particular vehicle. Your other vehicle can be whatever. That is what we call management. That is what we call people being intentional. But no, that 1 or 5 convoy want to bring this. So that is why you see all those numbers when people see, people see the convoy, they count and see the convoy of Mr. President. No, not only him. So all these people, so all of us, we're all involved in this.
Yes.
That we need to come and talk to our senses. Look, our people cannot even eat 2 square meters, to even talk of 3. Our people cannot even have good basic health care. our people cannot even have good education because the private whatever has taken over. Check the universities. You see some people coming out from the university and you listen to them. And, wow, wonderful. So all sorts is happening. That average person in Nigeria, economically, what are you saying? Can this person survive? So there are things they need to do. They need to be accountable, and we also need to call them to accountability. We have to do that even if they are not doing it. But the question is, do we do? Everybody just turn away. Once you're okay, oh, well, you better leave these people alone. And then we turn it to God. Well, even when when they said that when there's no matter how hungry a lion is, cannot eat grass. And, you know, so we start using all sort of different stuff that no, even if it's bad, I will see my own. We console ourselves, you know, with those prayer points. But it should supposed to be.
It's actually very
sad. The basic, the average, let us have it. Then if you now want to pray, you work harder and all that, then you want to be multi-billionaire. But please, we are not saying you can't just be gallivanting up and down. You can't be showing, you can't be living in affluence and all that, and the people you are leading poor. No.
It's actually very, very sad. You know, one would have thought that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would be in one of those iconic leaders, you know, that in the future, in the next 20, 40, 50 years, you know, children, as at the time, you know, would say Nigeria.
Yes.
Actually, oh, sorry.
So can we make that quick, please?
Okay.
All right, I think it's actually quite unfortunate that at a time like this in Nigeria, you know, one would have thought that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would have understood the intentions of Nigerians and possibly, you know, take advantage of the opportunity that he has, which I would love to believe he might not have again, you know, but unfortunately, you know, what we have today is a leader who has not really changed from leaders of the past. It's actually very sad. But let's take a look at this other matter, still from the same newspaper. And I'd love you have your take on this. How bias for sports entertainment reinforces school NASCAM meet. And that is because of this young lady who represented Nigeria somewhere in UK.
Yeah.
And in English, I would love to believe. She's from Yobe State. And when she came back home, she was gifted just 200,000 naira as against Nigerian Super Falcons, who equally represented Nigeria, and were gifted 100,000 US dollars.
Yeah.
And because of that, it's believed that we neglect school. Does it really make sense? Because both are not the same. Imagine every single Nigerian representing Nigeria in different places and coming to say, give us 100,000 US dollars. So is it fair for us to compare both?
Well, when you talk about comparing both, you're not out of place. However, what is good for the goods is also good for the candle.
Yeah.
Whether you speak English, whether you don't, well, look, you're in Nigeria. You're representing the country. And if you are, and if the government didn't fit that, okay, it is good to compensate our heroes or people that have done this great job, then it would be very unfair. Giving one $100,000 and another one 200,000 naira. That would be very, very unfair, irrespective of whether, okay, the person is educated or the person is enlightened. No. So we need to, we really need to be sincere with ourselves. And, you know, sometimes, for instance, maybe the 100,000 that was given was just, oh, the benevolence of Mr. President. Yeah. Okay, now people are making noise to see that, okay,
for photo ops.
Yeah. No, but these other ones, there was no much noise because the truth is I didn't follow that story. Okay. Yeah, but that other one was everywhere. So this wasn't. So perhaps maybe it was even the state or the local or whatever that gave the 200,000. I don't know where the 200,000 came from. So, having said that, I think the sport ministers should look into this. If you want to make it a new policy of the country to say, okay, wherever or among our people, we know that from time to time, and we remember that even the military era, whatever, they promise, they will give them house, they will give them, I remember the 1994 team, and some of them, they have not even given them the property. They promised them since 1994. So if you can't hold on to your words and you can't do those things as a government, then individual is now doing it. The next thing, you carry the individual to court. That, gentleman agreement. Yes, even if it's not written by white and black, but it's gentleman, then you go to court and you're dragging. Meanwhile, even the one that's supposed to show example, to say, okay, when we promise that we do this, has not done that. And also, let us know, let the minister meet with stakeholders and agree. Okay, everyone that represents Nigeria, or you want to put it on a cadre, best known to them, they can say, okay, maybe for football, for this, for, like different so people with sections. Know where they belong. Thank you. They know where they belong and they know, okay, this one, I do this, I represent the country and I make this country proud. I come home, this is what I get. On the football part, cricket, athletics, so they know. But not just that, we're talking about sport, encouraging and trying and boosting people's morale, in the country to really be involved and participate in this. Then you must know what you are doing, and you must have a kind of a settled table to say, okay, this is what we want to do, and not at your discretion at different times when it happens, because that also can discourage. people.
well.
Yeah, like the same. I'm sure people are on this and they are making it. You gave some people that. If I remember when the basketball, is it Tiger?
Yes.
When they came, when they finished, and Tiger. When they came and people were like, okay, so we give them 100,000 too.
He did also.
Oh, he gave them $100,000.
Yes.
Oh,
each of them.
Oh, sorry, I didn't follow that story. Okay, so they got 100,000.
Yeah, they also got 100,000.
Okay, now this has gone to do us proud too, whether he got the gold or not. She has gone to represent. Look, like I said, when people travel in this country, the minister, all of them, when they follow himself, they get Estaco, and they get it in dollars,
Yes.
not naira. So when we now have people putting all in serving the nation, in representing the nation, because that is service.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is service. The nation, then you should
Be
also
compensated.
consider them and compensate them well.
All right, let's just before we leave, do you have a question on that?
Okay, no, but I just, from what he said, I feel this story has to do with balance and being objective. Yes, so I think what she got was actually more of like I would not say like, well, it's part of my entitlement, but maybe next time, if we have like a story like this, you know, there should be more of objectivity in it, and also
Maybe we should change something now.
Okay.
From what you said, we can call it entitlement, because that particular word is not good for that. Look, do what you have to do. You want to represent the country, you get anything, you don't get it. The joy is making the country proud. So if anything then comes, well, it's not your entitlement. The 100,000 is not your entitlement.
Very well.
You know, but if the country, if we are now happy, we now say, okay, we are compensating him. It's not an entitlement, because when you say an entitlement, it's like I am working as a salary to earn my salary, then I have work and you have not paid me my salary. It's my entitlement. It's my salary.
Yes.
I have worked for it. And that is by the provision of the labor law and all that. So it's there.
That's true.
But this one, no.
Nobody forced you to
Thank
represent.
you.
You did out of your own
You choose
and
to,
you choose to represent, and therefore,
no, it's not as if when you're saying that okay, you'll be paid on the salary. If she was told you'll be paid on the salary, you can talk about entitlement. But right now, if it comes, it's a compensation.
Very true. All right, so let's take a look at another story. Retired soldiers protest lacks merit, and that's coming from DHQ, and of course Christopher Musa, the CDS, is the one saying this at a time when every single fortnight we see insurgents, bandits kill our soldiers, gallant military soldiers. What it takes to train one of them is above the roof, but we see them being slaughtered now and then. Those who have escaped not being killed, not being mutilated, although some of them equally get mutilated and they retire, they say this is what we want. And the military active ones are saying that what they are protesting does not have any merit. Don't you think all of this would further discourage people from even serving in the Nigerian military?
First of all, let's make one thing clear. If you want to serve your nation, nothing should discourage you. Nothing should discourage you.
Even when there's an attached risk that is that means that the person you're representing doesn't even value you.
On your own. I'm going there.
Yes.
I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
But first off, on your own, nothing should discourage you to render service to your country. That is where patriotism sets in. You see in other clans, you see them, once you mention that country, they don't care. That is why you see some of them don't even answer to Mr. President. They sworn an oath to the Constitution. So the Constitution is the guy. To them, in fact, it is joy for them to even represent their country anywhere or to serve their country, and it's their obligation and their alliance is to the Constitution, not even an individual. But we are still working on our institution because we don't have institution yet. We have individual. Okay. So that is why whatever Mr. President says, he give directive, and if he has not given order, nobody moves, and nobody remember that. Look, I sworn to an oath under this Constitution. So that is why I'm saying any individual is patriotic to say this service to my nation. However, the people or is it CEO, is it Chief of Staff now who spoke or who spoke now?
It's coming from the Chief of Staff.
Yeah. Now, see, I said that while we were talking, I said, when you are eating, you don't talk. And when you are eating plantain, he will retire.
And join.
Shebi, nothing is wrong. No. You see, and he lacks merit. What they are doing lacks merit. He will retire and find himself there. And that is what they always forget. They always forget. Look, by the grace of God, I'm privileged to know a number of things about the military because I have loads of them. In fact, my church, maybe 80%. So I know. Welfare, I know. Zero. To now talk of pensions. A man, a family man, he dies in the course of his duty, national duty, during the war, or whatever, this Boko Haram, whatever. And not more than a month or two, you're already telling his family to evacuate, to leave the barracks. So where do they go? You have not even said to them. You have not paid them the entitlement. Whatever. You are telling them to leave. So this is happening in life. The other time, I'm sure there was one video everywhere on the food they were serving them, they were giving them and all that. So they cannot. And the truth is, there's so much for these people. So much that have been apportioned as from our resources. The money under the budget, everything given to them. Who are the people taking this money that's supposed to go to these soldiers? Now on pensions, how would I have said? These are our heroes. They have served the nation. Now this is their entitlement. Yes. Their pensions. Yet they will have to go and kill. Some of them will even die in the course of getting their pensions. Why? And you, I'm not a religious person, and you expect God to forgive us, and you expect everything to be fine. No! Their blood cries. Because we are not doing the right thing. Some will take their money and go and put in a fixed account because they want to get whatever on it. Then the money they're supposed to pay, they're not paying them. Look, we have seen things. We can say a lot of things on national TV. But this is not good. So it's not just them. Almost in every sectors, they do that. Why will people work so hard? Like you said, some escape death because some died in the course of their duty. And yet those ones, in fact, some they amputated, some had their legs, hands. They cannot get what belongs to them. And you are saying whatever they are doing, their protest lacks merit. If they are satisfied, if you are doing what you're supposed to do, will there be any protest? Rather than you looking at the merit of their grievances or their protest, no. Because you cannot say otherwise, because you have cabal among and you know what you do. So you cannot say otherwise. So you have to come on national TV to say, no, it lacks merit. What they are doing. Because you are not one of them. Tomorrow, he will become one because he will retire. It's transcend. He will retire and he will join them. Then, when he joins them and is still the same, what is supposed to fix now? And that is what they don't understand. They're like somebody saying, oh, he's preparing to go to jail. So what he did was to get money to pour to the correctional centers. Yes. So please reform me because I am coming and all that. So he spent all the money. Yeah. So by the time they were sending him to jail, he has prepared himself for it.
So ACs and all.
Now, the time for you to prepare that, to fix the mess and create a system that works and that this will not happen again. You are speaking English. That it lacks merit. You will join. You will be there. It will happen. It will happen. Because I don't know why we are no conscience, no fear of God. It's about me, myself, and I. When I'm getting it at that time, I don't care about the next person. Whether you are comfortable or not, of course, the aura, the power, the money, everything, you are enjoying it. You don't care about others. So when the transition system happens and you move, another person takes over. You are now at the other side. Or FK, of course, maybe you'd have saw enough to take care of it, but it will still happen because some of them, you hear some AIG, you hear some of them retiring and some of them crying. Yeah. Even the soldiers, come, they're not doing us well. Then police did it. They did their own too. They had, issues. So soldiers, so it's everywhere. And what we are saying that this is not good for us. This is 65 years of our age. A 65-year-old person, I mean, should have, in fact, by that time, should be retired. To say, thank you. As if we are still struggling with pension, we are still struggling with entitlement, paying people what is due to them, we are still struggling taking care with the welfare of our people, then what are we doing? What are we doing? If we can't do it, then if the system is not working for us, maybe we should come back to the round table and come. What can work? What can we look at? We need a system that will work. And that is what we see almost everywhere, almost all sectors. Some things we can't say here.
Very true. We can go on and on. We can go on and on this. It's actually very sad, that these people who have staked their lives to protect national integrity and bring us together, are not really given what they should deserve. It's actually very sad. But I wish we would have gone through other stories, but for the want of time, we'll have to leave it at this point and just to let us know that Barrister is still here, to take us on our main conversation. That is when we return. Nigeria's problem rooted in lack of godly leadership, and that's coming from the former Vice President Osinbajo. In a beat, it's still Enterprise Friday.
We'll be right back.